Hey, good afternoon everybody. This is Chris Carter back at Nerds with a daily CrackaPack. Today we got something special. You can see it right here. It's another flashback pack. This one brought to us by Steakhouse Entertainment, and more specifically Matt Staygold, the owner of Steakhouse Entertainment. So this one's for him. If we crack something sweet, I'm pretty sure he's going to want it back, but let's open it with the an eye towards limited. So I've never, ever, even flashback drafts on Moto, drafted this set. So bear with me as I read the cards to you and try to figure them out on my own. 1 mana, 1/1, right off the bat. Kind of doesn't pass a vanilla test. Let's check out its ability. Ardent Recruit gets +2/+2 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. So the Metalcraft ability isn't terrible for this, but I don't think you're anywhere near first picking this. We'll see how this looks by the end of the pack. Alright, Shriekhorn, 1 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. You tap it to remove a charge counter, and target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into the graveyard. Seems absolutely terrible and limited. I have no way of knowing that for sure because I don't know this format very well, but I wouldn't come close to picking this card. I don't know the purpose of that one. Divine Offering, destroy target artifact. You gain life equal to its converted mana cost. In this very particular set, this might just be a premium removal spell, so we're going to keep our eyes on this one. 3 mana Training Drone, can't attack or block unless it's unequipped, so it's a 3 mana 4/4 with the downside that it has to be equipped for it to activate, I guess. So I don't think we're going to pick this one because it's too situational, but we'll keep our eyes on it. Alright, Fangren Marauder. It's a 6 mana 5/5, and it has an ability. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may gain 5 life. It does give you the option of gaining 5 life, which I don't understand why you wouldn't want to, because they did put that May clause in there. It's kind of a big, dumb green creature that is an artifact hate card. We'll keep our eye on that one too. Oh, we know this one. Spread the Sickness. We see this a lot in EDH. Destroy target creature and then proliferate. The Mono Black or the Jund Infect EDH decks play this a lot. Yeah, it looks like premium removal so far. So we're going to, yeah, this, as far as power level goes, that might be the pick that we're looking at right now. Easy to cast because it's single black. Alright, Mirrodin Emissary. 2 mana 2/1. When Mirrodin Emissary is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. It has to die for you to get that effect, so it's not great. It's a 2 mana 2/1, so we're definitely not first picking it. It might have, I don't know if there is a green elf deck in this format, but it might have a home, but you're not first picking this. Banishment Decree. 5 mana instant, put target artifact, creature, or enchantment on top of its owner's library. It is pseudo removal, but I don't think it's as good as Spread the Sickness, so I'm going to put that off to the side. This is Caustic Hound, 6 mana 4/4. When Caustic Hound is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each player loses 4 life. I don't think this is all that fantastic. It's a 6 mana 4/4. Right there, the vanilla stats aren't great, and then it has a downside-ish. Might end up winning you the game or could cost you the game. I think we're going to let this one go. Vivisection is a 4 mana sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Vivisection, sack a creature and then draw 3 cards. That's not great. I can see why you might want it later on, especially if you have things like Mirrodin Emissary. It kind of nets you a card as well, so it's a 3-for-1 for yourself. But I think because of the downside of having to sack a creature to cast this, I think we're going to let that one go too. It's a big red creature, 6 mana, 4 and 2 red for Kadotha Flamefiend for a 4/4. I don't know what's up with the 6 mana 4/4s in this format. When Kadotha Flamefiend enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, Kadotha Flamefiend deals, God, that's terrible to say, deals 4 damage divided as you choose amongst any number of target creatures and or players. Not fantastic. I think we're going to let this one go. Piston Sledge. 3 mana artifact equipment. When it enters a battlefield, it automatically attaches to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +3/+1, so right there, automatically, as soon as you cast it, it attaches to something, so that's great. But to re-equip it to something else, you need to sack an artifact, so that might have some synergy in this format. I like this one. We're going to put that in the maybe pile. Skin Wing, it's a 4 mana artifact equipment that is also a living weapon, so it comes into play with a germ token attached to it. Equipped creature gets 2/2 and flying, so essentially this is a 4 mana 2/2 flyer. If it dies, you get to give something else +2 and 2 in flying for 6, which is very rough, 6 mana. But for the ability, I understand why it is overcosted like that. I don't think we're going to first pick this. We'll let this one go. Oh, we actually picked a nice rare. Unfortunately, it was just reprinted, so it's not very valuable, but this is Phyrexian Revoker. For anyone that's played Magic recently or plays EDH, you know what a Phyrexian Revoker is. Kind of the funniest 2-drop to hit in Momia Vig, as you just win the game on the spot with it. You just choose the other person's Momia Vig emblem, and they can't do anything. It's pretty sweet for a rare, and happy to open it, but I don't think we're going to first pick this either, because it is a 2 mana 2/1 that shuts down a certain card. In Limited, that's not as good game 1. Game 2, maybe it's better, but game 1, you're not that excited to have it. So we got a poison counter and a pretty sick looking swamp, but I think for me, first pick is I think it's Spread the Sickness. Or Piston Sledge. No, but I think we're going to stick with Spread the Sickness. If there is a mono red deck in the format, it absolutely loves Piston Sledge, but that's not how I roll. I usually do a little bit more controlling mid-range stuff, so Spread the Sickness is my pick. And that's today's CrackaPack, and we'll be back here tomorrow with a new one. We'll see you then.